Engineering isn't a discipline about solving complex or rigorous problems, just problem solving altogether. Some of the best solutions in engineering are simple in nature, and a lot of the problems are invisible. There are many things wrong with our daily lives that we choose to overlook, because for most, the brain learns to ignore these problems. When moving into an apartment near loud train tracks, your neighbors might say, "The train passes by so often that you'll get used to it." But it's known that living in these areas can cause sleep deprivation and reduce focus. 30 years ago, Japan had a problem with their bullet trains entering tunnels that was a little more severe. When a bullet train would enter a tunnel, it would trap the air in front, entering the tunnel, push it forward, and cause a sonic boom, which was heard at the exit of the tunnel. Japanese engineers were tasked with reducing this noise. Biomimicry, which is just translating solutions from nature to various fields, was found to be the best solution. The Kingfisher's long beak being replaced on bullet trains is a great example of biomimicry. Kingfishers have long, narrow beaks specialized in silently hunting fish. They have minimal entry resistance to the water because their thin beak can penetrate and have the water slide past their beaks, preventing the water from being pushed below them. This allows the bird to silently enter the water without creating a splash. Observing this feature of the bird led to more intensive studies around the geometry of the bird's beak and how it minimizes the splash when entering the water. When mimicking the beak's diamond-like structure and translating it to the head of a train, the tunnel booms were eliminated, and the train was able to travel 10% faster using 15% less energy. Now that I've shown you modern ingenuity, let me show you some of the bad side of solving invisible problems. Sometimes, engineers can get too in the weeds, looking for invisible problems that don't really need solving. This leads to over-engineered solutions, making the problem much more complex. Juicero is a great example of a company and its CEO solving what I would call a fake invisible problem. Juicero started as a local chain of cold-pressed juice owned by Doug Evans, who thought there was the right way to squeeze fruits, and the current methodology was too messy. Using a prototype rendering and a plan for monthly subscription juice packs for the device led to investments of over $120 million over the life cycle of the company. Juicero over-engineered various aspects of the luxurious juicer, which led to its overpriced downfall. Everything about the machine was practically custom, from its aluminum frame to the power supply. The circuit board within the machine had a Wi-Fi chip to tell you where the juice pack you're using came from, a camera to scan the QR code for the juice pack currently being pressed, and a processor for running the logic of the device. Along with the custom-made metal frames for pressing, all the unnecessary electronic features, and expensive multi-thickness outer mold led to a $700 price point for one machine. On top of this, the machine was only designed to press Juicero's fruit packs. Needing to use the fruit packs was a key part of the pitch as it allowed the company to get retaining sales. The issue here is that Juicero forgot about one of nature's most important solutions: hands. Juicero created an easily compressible bag that when squeezed by their machine produced 8 ounces of juice from one pack. When this bag is pressed by just human hands, approximately 7.5 ounces of juice would be produced. Not only was the amount of juice being produced by hands comparable, but it was also just as fast, taking around 2 minutes. The bag also prevented the pressing process from being messy, meaning Juicero made a uselessly expensive juice press for a potentially nice delivery service. Juicero missed the market and fell due to the focusing on the wrong problem. Rather than looking at how to make the perfect juice press, they should have been looking at the best way to make juicing more readily available. Solving invisible problems is a difficult task. What do we look for? How do we know a problem really is a problem? The first step is knowing that invisible problems exist. The next is creating a methodology adapted towards looking for invisible problems. I believe that creating a diverse team prevents the oversight of what happened with Juicero and allows for an in-depth understanding of the problem. This understanding prevents the team from tunnel visioning on a problem that doesn't exist and promotes more creative solutions. Thanks for watching.